All right, round one. We're going to play first. We get to keep this hand too, which is cool. So I guess we started off with the Lone Rider and probably go right into Blessed Alliance. Uh-oh. We're up against red, though. This could be a problem. So if my opponent taps out, if they have open mana, I'm not going to go for the Blessed Alliance play. But if they tap out, I'm definitely just going to use Blessed Alliance and get this guy online. Because I think red's going to have a much harder time dealing with a 4/4 than a 1/1 for obvious reasons. All right. So want him to tap out here. Uh-oh. Black is scary. Yeah. So because he didn't tap out, I'm not going to go for the Blessed Alliance play. We're just going to play a Sigardian Priest instead. All right. So we can actually play. I can go for Blessed Alliance right now. It's probably worth it. I do end up using up a spell. See, the fact that he's got black is kind of worrisome now. Like, there's just a lot of cards he could have. Boon of Emrakul does not deal with this card well, though. I could play the Unruly Mob, but I guess we just go for it. So we'll gain our 4 life, we'll pass the turn. Flip our dude. And I'm doing it now because I don't want to do it on my opponent's turn, because then they can burn it in response for, you know, with like Fiery Temper or something. Now they can deal with it, and black has ways to deal with it, but they got to use a good removal spell here. It's not going to be a burn spell that does it unless it's a pretty good burn spell. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's plenty of cards that will deal with It That Rides as One, but it's a little more specific than just your average burn spell. That one, for example, does not take care of it. Okay, so I think we actually go Unruly Mob first. And then I'm actually going to Griff Spoon my It That Rides as One. All right. So this way, if he's got removal or Unruly Mob's getting bigger, we can start getting busy here. And we're not even really putting all our eggs in one basket now with this Griff Spoon, because that can just come back. The reason that I pumped, or I gave this evasion, even though it's got the first strike already and trample, is I just don't want to deal with combat tricks. Consecrator is a thing. We're just going to attack first. because we have the priest that can tap. Sorry about the loud vehicles outside. I mean, he's at throttle mana, so now I guess we can play Desperate Sentry. Can also go the Consecrator. He's on a 2-turn clock anyway, so I feel like making best use of mana is probably better. So I guess we're gonna go Sentry. Could also go Thirsting Axe. I guess that would just kill him next turn if he didn't have anything. Maybe that would have been better. Okay. So my opponent can make one of my dudes block. I assume it's the priest. It's my mob? No, he hasn't. Okay. That makes sense. Shard of Broken Glass. So I can equip the Sentry. And threatens lethal, so he definitely has to block. So I think we just go Shard, equip Sentry. And we'll use it because we have a Delirium dude too. Still only have 2 card types, but it's not super surprising. All right, play the Consecrator and pass. Even if he has a board wipe, we get a 3/2. I'm not sure if opponent got flooded or what exactly is going on, but guess we don't need to use it. Maybe we do. He's got 5 open mana, 4 cards in hand. He's got to do something here, right? All right. So opponent's playing black-red. I mean, they have aggressive cards. Wildfield Scarecrow's out of place, but he's got Dragoon, Alchemist, Skeleton, Devils. Foil Devils. I mean, didn't see anything worthy of bringing that in. This is anti-removal. We didn't see any removal from him. Maybe if I did, I'd bring it in. It seems good against a heavy removal deck for sure. Yeah, I don't really see a lot that we want to bring in here, so I think we're just going to keep it the same and do it again. The Spectral Reserves actually is good with Lone Rider too, isn't it? It doesn't flip on its own, but if you manage to ping them with the Lone Rider and then play Spectral Reserves, it works well. But I like the theme that we're doing here, so I'm going to stick with this. All right, this is a keep. Sentry. It's good Thirsting Axe synergy. So I don't think we're going to attack because of that, because he still just blocks and it would force me to use a mana. So let's make better use of our mana with this Sentry. I mean, what's kind of cool is I can play the axe, I can equip the Lone Rider, and then I can actually move the equipment over to my Sentry. So this flips because I gain the life. Plus my guy doesn't die. That's not bad. I don't need to restraints anything here. I think we're just going to axe. And pass. All right. Got value on us, unfortunately, but that's all right. I guess the skeleton kind of makes our axe a lot worse, doesn't it? All right. Let's get our hunter out. So he wants to play the spell during his turn because of Hunter. So thankfully, the Hunter kind of saved us the saved us from getting like surprise blocked. Not that that was super likely to happen, I guess, but so I can play the Reaper. I've got some options here. I think we just drop the Reaper. My other option is equip Thirsting Axe and then swing with Sentry and Hunter. But he just blocks there, so just swing with Sentry. He just blocks with Skeleton. I think we just drop Reaper. Make him deal with it. Necropod's going to be a big threat, but we got this Choking Restraints for a reason, so let's utilize it. All right. So I guess we can, yeah, that seems decent. And actually, Skeleton's not even a good, he has to block with the Devil, sort of, which is fine. All right, what's restraints our the Necropod? Let's equip the Sentry. And we get to swing with the Sentry plus the Reaper. He actually doesn't really have a good block here either. Because we get to pump our sentry. So like if he blocks with Devil and Skeleton, we just deal all the damage to Skeleton. Or, yeah, we can deal all the damage to the Skeleton, actually. And that way we don't lose our sentry after the pump. Not sure why he discarded the land. He's chumping? Yeah, so we're going to deal all the damage to the Skeleton. We're going to pump our sentry here. And this way we actually don't lose our sentry. Granted, he doesn't lose his Devil, but he does have to pay 4 mana to get that dude back, which is going to be an inconvenience for him. All right. So we can go Shard of Broken Glass. We can start to work towards our Delirium. We can also just play the Survivalist, plus play the Shard, attack with Sentry. I'm not going to equip the Shard because I want to keep the mana up for Consecrator. So why don't we just swing with Sentry and Reaper? Thirsting Axe it's a strange card to play because I keep like overlooking some aspect of it, right? Because if it gets blocked by a creature, like he might just want to take it here because then I lose it, right? But then I still end up netting a 3/2, which is awesome for me. So it almost makes sense that he just want to take it here. But then can he afford to take 8 damage? Yeah, so we're going to pump. Deal 9 to him. And then we're going to play the Survivalist plus the Shard and then pass. So our guy dies, we get a new blocker. New attacker as well. Another Dragoon. Pre-combat, interestingly. And a Foul Blood. Alright. So he does actually have Delirium, surprisingly. Consecrator number 2 is not bad. So I guess we equip the Shard here. I can equip the Thirsting Axe to the Survivalist, because then he can't just block it with a Devil, but then I think he just trades for the Foul Blood. But maybe I just do that anyway. I really want to get Delirium. Yeah, it might be worth our time to equip the Survivalist and attack, but like I said, he probably just trades for the Foul Blood, which isn't a great trade for us. I'm not going to be able to pump it out of range is the problem. It is a human, though. Well, eventually I can. Once it gets Delirium, I can. But I have to get Delirium. Actually, I guess next turn with the Consecrator, too. Maybe it is worth our time to just attack with the Horror, but I really don't want to trade it for a Devil. That seems bad. Alright, let's just swing with the Reaper. Play the Consecrator and pass. So what are the other card types we have? We have a Blessed Alliance. We have a Collective Effort. We've already got the land. We could do a Griff Spoon. We don't have... We could get Choking Restraints if we had another mana. So that's our... We could get our third card type. And actually, we can surprise get Delirium with Choking Restraints. So that's kind of cool. Granted, we have to have 5 mana up, but that is kind of cool. I mean, he's dead off Thirsting Axe next turn, but not really because he can block it with the Dragoon. No attacks. All right. We got to flip our Hunter too, which is pretty cool. We got a land. So does land do me any good at the moment? It does if I want to equip this Thirsting Axe. I'm not sure if I do though. We're actually going to play the land because we want to double pump off Consecrator now. So I guess... We just don't have lethal yet with Dragoon, do we? He only has 6 mana to flip this. He needs 7, right? Yeah. So I can also equip the Horror. And we can swing with one of the pack, Reaper, Survivalist, and Horror. And I don't know what his best blocks are, but he doesn't have great blocks. The Devil's going to do some work, but I'm at 18. The most he could crack back for is 3. Let's say he draws a mountain. 7, so that's 10, 12, 16, 17. So if the Devil dies and he burned us, he could have Xaxes lethal. But the thing is, he's going to have to lose some things here. I'm trying to think how safe I want to play it. I mean, I also have to worry about like Uncaged Fury. Things that can dish a lot of damage out quickly are things I have to worry about. Maybe it is in my best interest to just equip the axe. Maybe keeping the Horror back just to like... But it can't even block that well is kind of the problem. Like, I can force through a lot of damage if I just... But then again, if I get one more card type in my yard, I can exile this and get my 4th card type, which will let me sacrifice to kill my opponent and make this have trample. That seems good if I don't equip the axe. That's what I can do. All right, well, let's just do this then. We're going to swing with these 3. And I doubt he sees that I can sack the Choking Restraints. So we're just going to swing with these 3. Did not find a 3rd card type, unfortunately. So he's going to give the Dragoon Flying to block the Reaper, I suppose. The problem is he can ping our Reaper now with the Devil, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that is a problem, isn't it? I didn't calculate that, and I should have. I guess I just expected to get my 3rd card type, but that was a greedy expectation in hindsight. So he blocks. I guess the question is he going to take 5? Yeah, I should have anticipated the 2 block scenario there. This and this, so he can kill this. But like I said, I for some reason I assumed I was going to get Delirium. Well, I guess he can kill whether I double pump or not, so let's just do it. Yeah. So, bad play on my part. I mean, we did clear some board clutter, which is good, but it's just sort of irrelevant at this point. So he's gonna be able to get the skeleton back for like the ultimate chumpsies. So now I'm kind of in some trouble. Well, I'm not really in trouble. I'm really not in trouble. I have all of these creatures I can start attacking with the Thirsting Axe now, so there is that. And he's still got to do stuff about this. That's scary. So why is he double attacking? What does that tell me? I have no idea what that tells me. It seems terrifying. Does that mean he has double pump? I have absolutely no idea why he's attacking right now, and it's confusing me. I don't know whether it means he has double pump or it means... the problem is I don't have good blocks. I just do not have good blocks here at all. I double block this. I lose both my guys. Seems very bad. Seems very, very bad. If I triple block this and he has a trick, it's also very bad. If he has double trick, it has to be like Uncaged Fury plus. I think we got to take it. I'm not happy about it. I'm very unhappy about this. Especially considering this is all kind of my own doing by not just continuously attacking with the Reaper. But there you have it. All right. So let's just exile this guy now. So our guy flips back. Drew a land, which is bad. So the horror threatens lethal. What can I do here? What can I do here that I don't die to something stupid next turn? I don't know. I do not know. So I can equip Axe to Consecrator and swing Consecrator Horror. He blocks the Horror, he blocks the Consecrator. And takes 4 from the Hunter, but then do we lose on a follow-up attack? I don't know if we do. I can leave both these guys back so then he doesn't have a great attack. Let's do this. Because I don't have lethal this turn anyway, I just really don't want to die to a trick here. That's the problem. Like if I swing with these two, if I swing with the Hunter too, is that good for me? I'll be left with one blocker. He's certainly double blocking and losing both his guys here, but then he can swing for 7. How easily can he deal an additional 4 damage? I really don't know the answer to that. God. I just don't want to get tricked out. I can't. The problem is that I really can't comfortably block the Foul Blood anyway. But I think I'm... Oh, man. I don't know. I'm just going to swing with these two. We're going to flip our Hunter. Or try to. Yeah. I hate to see that. All right. I hate to see the Alex Stephenson botch the play happen again. All because I overlooked that, just completely overlooked the Reaper and the Devil and the stupid thing. Wow. All right. What can I do with Blessed Alliance? I guess we gotta swing here. All right. Oh, wait. What am I doing? That doesn't work. And he took it after I completely messed up that play? What am I doing? It's like once I go down the rabbit hole of mistakes for some reason, I'm in this like make more mistakes mode. I can't re-equip this with Thirsting Axe or I die. I could equip the Shard, but I guess I'm going to use Blessed Alliance. he's still going to be able to bring back Skeleton. All right. I can't block anyway, so we might as well just do these two modes. We'll gain 4. You sack a creature. His Unhallowed's going to get bigger. I mean, it still can't survive a Consecrator attack, but... Yeah, and I only have 7.5 minutes, so I have to... Because it seems like we're going to have to go to game 3, so I got to play quicker too, which is worrisome. I'm just going to F6. Because I am behind on clock at the moment. Alright, Gnarlwood Dryad's good, so let's equip here. He just gets to block with Graph Rats too, but... I should have actually equipped a Shard too, but the reason I'm making mistakes now is I see that I'm behind on the clock. I mean, I guess I already have Delirium, so it doesn't matter. I'm just F6ing now, though. Okay, we died on Cage Fury too. All right. A lot of mistakes were made. Again, I really wish I could just get my head in the game. I don't know what's wrong with me. He doesn't have any flyers. I think we're going to be off this Thirsting X-Plan, especially with the Skeleton. It just seems really bad. We're going to bring in more flyers, though. I like that. I guess I could do the reserves, too. The problem with the reserves is... What's the problem with the reserves? He's got multiple Dragoons. I guess I can block them. I don't know if that's a huge deal, but I don't really have anything else better to bring in. I'd probably keep the Shard anyway for the Delirium. All right, I'm really going to try and type my game in Game 3. I promise. I'm really working hard to just not make mistakes time and time and time again. This hand needs help, and I don't have a lot of time to think about mulligans. I'm going to keep. We're running 9 planes. All right. We got a great draw there. So I guess we attack for 2. Inspector. And for F6 value, I'm just going to crack the clue now. All right. All right. That's cool, I guess. So we'll just attack with all of our guys. I guess we play the Survivalist because it can... I mean, the Hunter can attack into the Scarecrow too, but only if I have the mana to pump it with. Which I guess I would, but he'd probably just crack in response, I imagine? I'm not sure. I have to F6 right now too, again. I'm still quite a bit behind on time. Okay. That seems good for my opponent. So I guess we play... We actually just attack with... Well, no, we attack with everything again because we want double Consecrator. Ooh, Hamlet Captain's nice. So let's swing with... He can make this a 2/2, so I guess we'll just swing with these two. Because, I mean, he can sack this and make this a 2/2, like I said. It's not a huge deal. Not with double Consecrator. At least the opponent's behind on the clock now. That is nice. He's not blocking at all, so we're just going to double pump our little guy. And we're going to play our Hamlet Captain and then pass. So now we can tap his Liliana's Elite. All right. A lot of make mischiefs, huh? All right. So I guess we actually tap the Scarecrow now that he can't do anything about that. So we can swing with these three. I mean, technically, depending on how he blocks, there's a way to be lethal here. Actually, I'm not sure there's a way to be... Well, there is a way to be lethal, but it's going to require pretty specific stuff to happen. All right, we'll pump this guy. And I guess we'll pump. He can still deal all three to my priest, which I think is an important creature for us right now. So I think I'm gonna just pump the priest up. I don't want him to kill the priest because I think the priest is important for... I mean, he can kill a consecrator. I'd rather him kill a consecrator than a priest. I think the priest is more important. All right. So I think we just attack with the one of the pack. Play the Lone Rider. And pass. And, all right. I'm going to end up using the Blessed Alliance here. I could have done it on my turn. I kind of wanted it to be more of a surprise. So I could have saved my guy if I'd played it differently. And my guy flips back. All right. That's kind of a disaster. I should teach a workshop in what not to do. How to not play Magic well. All right. So, despite misplay after misplay after misplay, I still get a victory. So, thankfully, the deck could get us there. And oh my God, I don't know what's going on. I'm just in one of those like slumps. Maybe I got a lot on my mind. I honestly, I'm trying to come up with excuses of why I'm like consistently making mistakes now, and I can't. I can't tell you what they are. I wish I could. If I could put my finger on it, I'd try and fix it. But I honest to God do not know what it is. So you're just going to have to bear with me until I can re-find my Zen space, I guess. My Zen spot. All right. We'll see you in round 2.